very briefly, when you play a really good team on their home court, you gotta physically and mentally and every other aspect of the game, you got to bring your A game, and even in points of the game where we were playing well, they had a lot of success on both ends, and in large part to them being as good as they are, and when the train is going in the direction that it's going in for them, then you've got to throw a heck of a haymaker in order to make a difference. And obviously we didn't do that, and we talked about giving ourselves a fighter's chance, TV timeout to TV timeout, and the last 2:37 and a half, we kind of let it get away for the final time, and then it was uphill battle from there. But we tried to withstand both Davis and especially Blewett's production in the first half, and again, credit to them because they're so balanced in how they go about their business that it doesn't have to be one guy. It could be any one of half dozen, 7 or 8 guys that can make major impacts, not just by scoring but by putting their fingerprints on a game, and that's what the game became about.
Coach, how much did their 1-3-1 zone affect you throughout?
Well, it affected us because of their length, first of all, and then we talked about it for a couple of days in our preparation, and knew we'd see a portion of the game. And they went to it a lot, and they stayed with it because what happens to us sometimes, we get very tentative, and we got the more tentative that we got, the more they became more aggressive with it, and we weren't. Like anything else that we try to preach, ball movement, body movement, and then drive it. And so we didn't move the ball quickly enough. Bodies weren't moving fast enough. We were hesitant, and then when we had driving lanes, we didn't attack. And so, credit them for that. And as a result, we didn't get a lot of production out of our offense against it.
Was Billy a part of that, or was it just kind of an offense?
It's a five guys on the court. Everybody's got a job to do in that, and they've got to be able to see it, space it, and then they got to play with some. After they know what's going on, they got to play with some freedom and some aggression. And as a group, we didn't play aggressively, so then we couldn't play free.
And what's the mindset of the team right now? It's difficult to go into the Big East anyway, but to go in.
I try not to judge, what, we live, excuse me, anyway, we try to live in real time, and real time is that we had a game to prepare for today, win, lose, or draw, we got to go back and we got to prepare for Sunday's game. And if in fact we get off the train and start looking at where we're at, then that's a mistake that can get us in real deeper trouble than we're already in. It's the same way, and winning begets winning, and so does losing. And Xavier's got to live in the moment. If they've putting together what amounts to be a really potentially special year, then the way that happens is they got to live in the moment, and we got to live in the moment too.